Hi friends, Evolving guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for following along with our collection journey. So today is another Master Set Challenge video. I'm going to be opening 20 packs of Paldea Evolved. You can see I have the sleeved booster packs right here, so we're going to blast through those. Paldea is one of those sets that we are still actually very close. The only card actually we're missing from Paldea Evolved is the Magikarp, which is the chase card of the set. It's funny because initially the Magikarp was not the chase card, it was the Iono Special Illustration Rare, and we actually pulled that. If you look back to we did a Paldea opening, I don't know, a month or so ago, and we actually pulled the Iono. We had a lot of good hits in that video, but including the Iono. So that leaves us with just the Magikarp. So anyway, these sleeve boosters, we have a grocery store in my area called Fred Meyer. It's one of the Kroger brand chains, and they carry Pokemon cards, and they actually tend to have pretty good selection. I've seen, like in the Midwest, I think Meyer, I don't know if they're Kroger also, but anyway, Meyer is one that also seems to have really good selection. And these days, you got to look where you can to get Pokemon cards. And so anyway, I'm going to start cracking into these while I just talk through, talk through where I get these cards. But anyway, Fred Meyer is this local chain, and there's a couple locations where I live. And unfortunately, there are some Fred Meyers, I think, in other areas that have nothing there. And hey, Copperjaw EX, double rare. There are some Fred Meyers that actually have the Pokemon vending machines, which we do not have in my area, but they do carry Pokemon cards. And so yeah, they are a good place to check. They've been a little slim pickings lately too. I appreciate that they have a 5-item limit, even regardless of the item. So even if it's just booster packs, you can only get 5 at a time. But they get these restocks. I was actually talking to one of the workers the other day when I was picking up some of these, and he said that they have gotten prismatic. I have not seen it. It does disappear just like anywhere else, right? It does disappear quickly, and so there is, I haven't had that luck. And he said, actually, and this makes sense, you know, actually sounds like he's a collector, and, you know, the employees get kind of first dibs, and if there's probably limited, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I sort of get it. Like, if I worked at a place like that got Pokemon cards, I don't know. You can give your thoughts in the description, in the comments, if you have a feeling like, should employees get first dibs at Prismatic, for example. Pikachu, Glamora. So anyway, so yeah, I guess they have gotten Prismatic. I have not seen Prismatic in stock at this particular place, but they do have other cards, and they also have just like occasionally, just like it seems like they'll get a random infusion. So they had, for the longest time, if you've watched the channel for a while, there was a period of time where I was opening a lot of Silver Tempest, chasing that alt art Lugia. They just had, you know, like row after row after row of sleeved booster packs of Silver Tempest, and it seemed like no one was really buying them. And so, whoops, there we go. And Tyranitar, nothing there. So anyway, they had that similar thing happen recently with Paldea. They must have gotten, maybe they got one of the 144 count packages of the sleeved booster packs. But anyway, they just had a whole bunch of Paldea. So I would go back, not necessarily literally every day, but when I was in the area or when I was thinking about it, I would go and I just grab, there was a limit of 5, but I just grabbed 5. So I have 20 sleeved boosters. They did finally run out the other day. I went back to get some more, and someone else, I mean other people, they were dwindling already. Pikachu, well, not many hits so far. I mean, so Paldea Evolved, it's the second main series set of Scarlet and Violet. Again, the only card now we're chasing, since we did pull the Iono Special Illustration Rare, is that Magikarp. I think the good news about chasing a Magikarp, you know, it's, of course, in general, don't chase a single card. Like, it doesn't make sense to open any number of packs to chase a specific card, especially if it's a, you know, a rarer card. You're not going to pull it. But I think the caveat to that with Paldea Evolved is that Magikarp is only a regular illustration rare. It's not an SIR. It's just an illustration rare. So your chances of getting a regular illustration rare are, oh, look at that. Hey, nice. We got a gold card. So your chances of pulling, yeah, we have all the cards. So we have this card, but it's great to get a hit. Superior energy retrieval. I don't know cost-wise, like, yeah, I'm guessing most cards, I mean, the Magikarp is over $200. And then the Iono has come down a lot. It's probably 60-ish or 70, something in that range. And then everything else in the set is less than that. So none of these cards, unless we get the Magikarp or the Iono, are going to be like super crazy, like value-wise. But what's great is that the Magikarp is just a regular illustration rare. And you would expect, like our experience would say that you would expect an illustration rare like every maybe 10 to 12 packs. And so out of these 20 packs, I would hope or expect that we should pull at least a couple illustration rares. And so then you're just hoping that the one that you pull is the Magikarp. But it's actually a second Copper Jaw. What are the chances of that? There we go. Well, we've gotten 3 hits so far. We're down to, that was I think pack number 7. So we have 3 more packs in our first batch of 10. So anyway, I think, you know, if you can get your hand, I feel like Paldea, you know, I don't know, it's tough with the Magikarp as far as just thinking about building our master set, because that card is now well over $200 and it's probably not going to come down again. And so on one hand, I don't know, just for me, kind of where I am as a collector, that's just a lot to pay for a single card. And then the question, of course, is not just would I pay it, but I'd want to see it in person and make sure that I'm not going to pay you know, near mint pricing for a card that's like off center. Even though I don't grade cards, you know, you don't want to pay full price for a card that's not in good condition. Not just near mint, but also like centered nicely and all that. And again, I think probably most people who have a good Magikarp have probably graded it. So anyway, there's that trick of like buying it raw, just kind of the dance about buying it raw. But then on top of that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like that's a lot to pay for a single card, even if you can find one that's really in good shape. I think I'd probably rather trade for it. Like if I had some sealed product or other cards of mine that there is a card show coming up in a few months that I've thought about vending at, and that would be actually with an eye almost more to trading than selling. I mean, I would want to sell stuff too. But, you know, if I could just like take product that I already have, whether it's sealed product or raw cards, and just turn it into, you know, cards that I want, that I need, that feels much more satisfying than just paying a few $100s in cash for a card that I want. But anyway, when it comes to Paldea Evolved, when it comes to this Magikarp, again, you know, in this case, I'm not going to go out of my way to overpay for Paldea booster packs, but in this case, you know, there were these sleeve boosters that were they were technically not MSRP because they were $4.99, I think. But at this stage, you know, Paldea is a couple years old, and just to find like kind of an almost endless supply of these things. Oh my goodness, what is what are the chances of 2 gold cards? I mean, hyper rares are actually the hardest rarity to pull, and we've pulled 2 of them. And then also for good measure an ultra rare Dendra. So we've done well. See, we're actually getting hits. I'm kind of surprised. I would rather have. So that's our first 10 packs right there. We've gotten 2 hyper rares, which is a little unexpected. I mean, that's not to be, again, hyper rares are the hardest, not necessarily the most valuable cards, but the hardest to pull. We got 1 ultra rare and 2 double rares. So 5 hits out of 10 packs, although 2 of those came from the same pack, but just like as a ratio. That's the other thing is like the first few sets of Scarlet and Violet base, Paldea Evolved, and Obsidian Flames, the pull rates were really generous. And so I think they scaled back some on the pull rates, starting with Paradox Rift. And so that's another reason, like, you know, to find these, you know, it's kind of the perfect storm to find Paldea Evolved on the shelf for MSRP or near MSRP, to find, you know, it is a set, you know, that's worth ripping because I think the hit rates are pretty generous. So I would expect that we would do pretty well. And then again, there's like, I think a non-zero chance. Oh, another ultra rare. We'll put that down below. I got our second set of 10. Now again, most of these cards, these ultra rares, these full art trainers are not like, you know, they're probably bulk pricing at this point. I'm guessing they're just like a couple bucks each at the most. So that's, you know, not exciting, but yeah, these are 20 lottery tickets to try to get that Magikarp. I mean, of course, if we got other cool cards, that would be great, but the Magikarp, like I said, as an illustration rare, you would expect an illustration rare. I'd expect 2 illustration rares out of this set of 20 packs. And again, because the Magikarp is not an SIR, it's an illustration rare, you know, you just hope that one of those 2, you know, so far we haven't had any illustration rares. We do have, again, we have 2 ultra rares, 2 double rares and 2 hyper rares, which again, the hyper rare is a little surprising, but we'll take it. Well, the old United Wings deck. I don't know if people, I mean, it was never like super top tier. I don't know if people are still playing that even like locally. Bravery Charm, decent as a trainer. So keep our fingers crossed that we get at least, oh, there's a Pikachu EX. There's another double rare. You know, double rares in our experience, we get about 1 every 6 packs. So I would expect around 3 in this 20 packs. And we've gotten 3. Again, I would expect probably ultra rares and illustration rares in our experience are pretty comparable as far as pull rates. So we've gotten, I would expect 2 out of this, these 20, and we've gotten 2. Actually, we've gotten, oh yeah, we've gotten 2. So yeah, we're kind of where we are, except just the illustration rares are lagging. So wouldn't you know it, right? That we're chasing that Magikarp. So anyway, with the Magikarp, I don't know. I mean, we'll see if I ever bite the bullet. Like I said, I'd rather probably trade for it than purchase it in cash. Hopefully, you know, maybe at that card show or in other ways I can have something that someone would want, that they would be interested in trading for. But anyway, the Magikarp's the only card left we need in Paldea. And yeah, so if I ever get a chance, Paldea is one of those. That's kind of, if you watch the channel, we're master set builders, and I try to, you know, do my best. It's going to, you know, in some ways it's an impossible task. Certainly not even just with a set like Prismatic. I mean, that one is like, I heard on a channel the other day that it's right now it would cost about $8,000 to buy all the cards in Prismatic. So that is obviously like off the table. But anyway, we do try, and it's hard. I mean, the big thing, of course, with most sets is it's over time, it's relatively easy, you know, with persistence to get most of the way there. It's just usually you end up with that card or two, that chase card that's obviously hard to pull, but then it's also expensive to buy, or even sometimes hard to find. And so that's with Paldea. We are now down to the point where we have every card in Paldea Evolved except for, of course, the chase card in this set. And so we'll see. We'll keep, anytime I can get my hands on Paldea, I try to not buy, you know, packs of sets where we have a master set, because at least for my purposes, it doesn't make sense to open more packs of something where we have the master set. So that's one benefit of getting the master set. We try to open a lot of stuff upon release when prices are relatively affordable for sets. I mean, not the case with Prismatic and Surging Sparks, a little bit less so. All right, we're down to 4. Is that right? Yeah, we have 4 more packs of Paldea, so we blasted through 16 packs. This second batch of 10 have been less exciting. We only have this Pikachu EX and the Salgaro to show for it. So I hope, you know, fingers crossed. We did have last pack magic with Paldea last time, so maybe we'll have that again. But anyway, this seems like this is kind of worth it. Like, again, I'm paying regular price for these packs, and anytime I can get my hands on a set where we still need cards, I'm happy to at least, like, you know, give it a go. So we have some more stuff coming up on the channel. I have we want to do more master set challenges of other Scarlet and Violet sets that we still are seeking. So I got some Paldean Fates lined up. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's cool. I honestly don't know. Oh, a double hitter. I honestly don't know if I don't know the set so well to know if that is the illustration rare or if there is an SIR of this, but I mean, I would guess just regular illustration rare. But in any case, that's a cool card, and it's nice to get a couple hits, at least 1 illustration rare. Again, I would expect 2, so that helps us, you know, again, it's not thinking it's guaranteed, but at least like I would have been surprised not to get any. So that's a cool card. So we have 3 more packs, but yeah, I've got other stuff lined up. We have other sets that we're chasing in Scarlet and Violet, and so again, if I can ever get, like in this case with Paldea, if I can ever get packs for good prices, if I see them and they're sets we need, then I'm happy to kind of stockpile some, and then like in this case, I built up to 20. Unfortunately, that store sold out, so I don't have any obvious like way to get more Paldea Evolved packs, but we got Paldean Fates lined up. I've got some Surging Sparks actually waiting in the wings as well. We are still chasing, I think, you know, not too many cards. We have maybe 7 or 8 cards left in Surging Sparks. Of course, all the chase cards, including all the Pikachus we still need, except for the double rare. We have that, but we don't have the other Pikachus, so we're going to do some Surging Sparks soon. I think it's going to be harder and harder to get my hands on Sword and Shield packs for good prices, and so we did. If you go back through the channel, we have some master set challenges where we did some Sword and Shield stuff back in the late 2024. We opened Chilling Reign, we opened Lost Origin, we opened Fusion Strike, and we even opened 36 packs of Evolving Skies. If you saw that on the channel, go back and check that out, see what we pulled. Oh, a Chi-Yu. So the second group of five, I mean, things kind of balance out, right? Like we were looking a little slow, and of course this is just random. So we're down to our last pack. You can see what we've pulled. Again, I think on the whole, this is great. I mean, we've gotten 2 hyper rares, which is, again, very much not expected. We've gotten 4 double rares. We've gotten 2 ultra rares and 1 illustration rare. Maybe it's even an SIR. I'm not quite sure. So we've done really well. I would have liked a few more illustration rares just to see if we had a chance to get that Magikarp. But anyway, we're going to keep hunting for that Magikarp. We'll keep going fishing. We do have one more chance here with this pack. But thanks for watching. This is what we do. We like to open packs. We like to build master sets, and so we're really focusing we do open new products, and we like to open those. We've got other videos like with Prismatic and just new product reviews on those channel, but mostly when we do these like mass openings like this, we're really searching for cards from sets where we need. All right. Nope. And nope. Okay, so that's our haul for 20 packs of Paldea. A little disappointing. Again, I think there was a realistic chance we could have gotten a Magikarp, but we still did well. You can see our haul. Thanks for watching. We're going to keep fishing for that Magikarp, and we will have new videos coming your way really soon. Have a good day, and we'll catch you later.